Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Ali, for inviting us to do a demonstration to show, also not only the sport but what God's done in my life. I have a little testimony of my own. I grew up in Brazil. I came here, I was about 12 years old, and about 14 years old, I started training jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is a lot of grappling. It's an art, came from Brazil. It's like kind of like wrestling, but there's submissions and chokes and things like that. So I started getting in a lot of trouble a couple years later, gang related. Started doing a lot of drugs, involved with all kinds of stuff, and needed to change my life, and I really didn't want to change myself. I had a brother who I looked up to. He was older than me. He was always doing good, and I had my sister always trying to take me to church, and I got arrested, went to juvenile hall, spent a year in there, and after I got out, it changed my life. I didn't want to go back to the life I was living. I didn't want to, deal with that. I didn't want to be part of that anymore. And, I started going to church, gave my life to God, and did my first fight back in '06, and, never looked back ever since. It was, I never thought I would be a fighter. I always liked to fight, illegally in the streets, things like that. After I started training, my life changed. I never got in any fights. I never fought in the street anymore, because I really know how to fight. I don't have to fight on the street, and I can fight in the ring. I get paid for it, and it's legal. I don't get in trouble, right? So God changed me, and now, I get to teach people. I get to train fighters. I get to train, little kids, and I get to work with, all kinds of people and try to change their life through the sport, because that's what God did to me. And God used all kinds of tools. He used all kinds of things to talk to people, to reach people. And the sport really, it was something that he used in my life, to touch me and to change me. And because of the sport, I didn't want to go through. I got to take care of my body. I got to take care of my health. I got to be healthy all the time. So it was only by the grace of God that I'm even alive today, and I'm here able to show you guys. We're going to do a little Muay Thai demonstration. We're mixed martial artists, so we fight in the cage. We can use our hands, punch, kicks, elbows, knees. And we can also go to the ground. There's submissions, so you either win by submission, knockout, or judge's decision. And but today, since we don't have any mats or anything, we're only going to show a little bit of boxing, kickboxing, and things like that. I hope you guys enjoy.
Não vai precisar da luva, não?
If y'all need to stand in, I'll chuck my belly in. I'll get in. Hey, I'll chuck my belly in right now. I'll get in there. I do it for Jesus. For nobody else. Somebody get 911. Call out.
Ai, the kids.
Oh, into it.
Oh! Time out. Você fica pondo vídeo, negocinho não.
É?
Marra não, dá até não. For history.
Straighten the elbow. Check, check. Okay, now me and Osmar are gonna do what we call sparring, but we're gonna do more of reaction drills, okay? It's gonna look like we're fighting and sparring, but we're going over reaction and counter reaction.
Consider me a G-O-M-er. We the team, Christ be the king forever. They sell greed as need, but we know better. Tell the enemy that he can get an E forever. I know you got bills, dog, but we all got them. And that don't stop y'all from hitting the mall shopping. So you break the law to get what you can't afford. Cause the latest song says you're nothing unless y'all got it. That's what I call bondage, and I'm free from it. I mean, I need money, but I don't need money. Cause understand it when the famine hits and no one to sell they food and people to see they can't eat money. I am a G-O-M-er, courtesy of G-O-D forever. It's all over money and money over nothing. It only got the power that you get it when you love it. It's just paper, can't you see? It's just so tell me what you grind for. Little piece of paper that you live and you die for. Put your soul freedom in your life on the line for. But it's time to quit living life in the blindfold. They got you ready to murder your brethren for $1 that it only cost them 4 cents to print. It's evident we need help, but the question is, will you serve a living God or a dead president? See, the value has never been the paper. The value is in the resource that you pay for. Cause if that same resource was made free to you, it'll literally destroy what cash means to you. So how you risk your life for a paper dollar when as long as you have a life, you can make $1. But all the money in the world can't make a life. Get your money, but keep God first and make it right. I am a G-O-M-er, courtesy of G-O-D forever. It's all over money and money over nothing. It only got the power that you give it when you love it. It's just paper, can't you see? It's changed us from now on. Go ahead, break the money curse. Put God at the top and stop putting money first. Putting cash first. Got a bunch of us up in hearse, leaving us with paper that won't cover up the hurt. Somebody listening now, blinded by the paper, and all this running through their mind is how I'm a hater. The truth is I ain't rich, but I'm not broke, and I done turned down deals you done hopped on. If the money's really worth something and we print it, then how we in a deficit? Bet you never questioned it. How's $20 worth less than $100? They the exact same thing with different numbers on them. It's just a tool that they've been using to get control. That's why they put you in a cell if you print your own. But everything, including us, they get to clone. Knock it off, you funny money and never get us thrown. I am a G-O-M-er, courtesy of G-O-D forever.